So we have you.
Thank you,
over
bro.
there.
Thank you.
Over there. The red mic.
Guess who's in the building, ladies and gentlemen? Nez Long is in the building. Welcome to the Z Shakedown.
What's up, bro? What it do?
What's good? We love the energy always, man. Always.
Thank you for having me.
Muntu enkamba naye nze ku Australia, guys. So nkamba naye mushe waishiwaka. So nabwena accent you.
Accent inasalila pa airport time. But kind accent eve niliko na what they call laugher. Locally acquired fake accent.
Yo.
So am I using sometimes it kicks in.
We learn something new every day, guys. Something new. If you just come through, this is the Z Shakedown. Vibe up channel. Nez Long is my guest today. He's got a brand new song. Before we get into the song, obviously, what's been happening. I'm still very, I really want to know how the Australia whole thing went about, how you guys enjoyed your stay there.
First and foremost, I must say it was a good trip for starters. Fortunately, me, I was grouped with some of my closest people.
Yeah,
I was grouped with my baby girl, Nachimboy Chinzanga, and VGs. These are all people that I'm in very close relation with. You know what I mean? So even throughout the trip, the flights and whatnot, it was just like a fun trip for us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When we got to Australia, we were received very well. Shout out to Xaven Entertainment. Shout out to Balole and Lombe. These people really took good care of us. Mm-hmm. Upon arrival, not only did they just like book us to go and perform there, they made us experience Australia. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like we were there for 10 days. The first couple of days before the event, they took us around. They taught us a couple of things about their culture, their work culture and everything there, the entertainment business, how it's going, and whatnot. There was a lot of things to pick out from. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So the day of the event was actually my birthday, so it was
this was a vacay, man. The vacay,
a complete vacation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We had a great time. They still took us around. They made sure that I had a great time on my birthday. You know, we did all things fun. Yeah. You know, yeah. After the event, even our stay there was proper. And also the one thing that I would appreciate Africans living in Australia is that they always come through for each other. They have mad support. Mm-hmm. You know, like even our event, you know what I mean? Like the way people just came out, and not only Africans but even just Australian people. It's like they really wanted to have like a feel of this African culture that we've taken there, and it was a vibe. I must say it was a vibe, and I really appreciate the Xaven team for that experience.
I love that you had a good time. We saw pictures. You guys were having a good time. Bobby was lonely.
We had to make sure he feels it. we had to make sure he feels it. You know what I mean?
He posted a lot of your pictures as boys, how you were before.
His problem was that, I am trying to take a photo with my girl, and it's like, no, she has to move. We were here first, and I'm like, move. Let me just take a photo with her. And then he just, they were like, okay, you stand there.
That was a good one.
He refused to move. So I was like, Zako.
I love how you guys hang out, man. Nez Long, when you look back, obviously, first of all, what song do you think made you? Which song made Nez Long big?
I would say Keka.
Yeah.
Keka was like my biggest breakthrough. Van Damme brought me to the spotlight, and it was a stepping stone for me to get to know the industry from the spotlight. I knew quite a lot about this business from the management point of view in the background, quite way back because of the couple of people that I was managing and pushing at the time. But when Van Damme was like a stepping stone, then what put me in the spotlight, like what cemented my name was Keka.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for me, this song was like, this song changed my life. Well, all of them did, but this particular one.
So as you listen to it right now as we're talking, what's coming to you? What feeling are you getting?
Memories, beautiful memories. Because actually it dropped at the time that around the time that COVID hit. And then I was like, damn, how am I gonna make money now? Because all the time we were dependent on making money off stage work and whatnot. Now the world is closed. What do we do? We went back to the drawing board, and with a couple of people, with the help of there's more also to be made away from stage, which I learned at the time. And after that, I have always applied myself differently. Even when I'm putting out a song or a body of work, I have to make sure not only are the fans on stage gonna be happy, but even like the other like corporate side, how do I have them on board and also have like a proper return of my art, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, when I saw even when Kangwe came out, I just said, this guy is gone. Said I end up. That one was big too, man. That was a big song too.
Bro.
Otherwise, why I asked you, which song you think made you? Because I'm looking at the Australia trip and more trips that you made and these events that you have. Like, did you ever dream? If
I'm to be extremely honest, I feel like I saw most of these things coming in my life. Even where I am right now, I feel like it's fully towards what my purpose is. I've not in this business and in my life, basically because even when I was not even before I became big, even before I came into the spotlight, I always carried myself like that. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm leaving the house, I would always tell myself, why am I dressed like this? Like, what if somebody just approaches me and they ask me what I do and I tell them I'm an artist, and then these are the times that I haven't even tested fame. You know what I mean?
But you think like that.
Yeah, and then I'm like, how would I answer? And then they ask me that, then why are you dressed like this? Artists dressed like this. So that kind of stuck in my head all the time. Whenever I step out, I have to make sure I look the part. I have to make sure I attract the energy and everything that I wanted for myself. You know what I mean? Otherwise, mostly for me, besides the art, is how I've carried myself towards what I want, what my target and my goals are. That's how I've actually managed to attain most of the things I have up to this date.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of them outside. It's time, right? I know, man. Like,
I think you guys need curtains here.
I wish you guys could see what's outside.
I don't see how you're focusing on our interview while looking in the car park.
I'm like, you can't ignore that ride, man. It's a beautiful ride.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, when I look at you, I'm like, there's hope, man. I'm a skinny guy. You were a skinny guy.
Bro, I was tiny. I was the pencil. I was super, super tiny. And then, I think what contributed to that is because I used to be like a super athlete back in the day. I used to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I was not gonna end up like Nez Long. I was probably gonna be in my head. I was gonna be like maybe a LeBron who does a little bit of rap here and there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check a rap.
Until once upon a time, I just decided, let me maybe focus on this side of my life, And ever since I decided to bury my head into this business, my life changed and everything. Well, God has been good. Like it's been blessings and blessings.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
This one, I do not ask you this, but I just have to.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry sometimes, like the way you've married your brand with Xaven? You guys go so well. You guys are fun. You're everything. God forbid, man. Like maybe something happens, you part ways or whatever. Do you ever feel like maybe, people are so used to Nez and Xaven? Do you ever feel like on your own, people be like, how am I Xaven Aiko? Did you ever think of such things?
Well, everything happens for a reason in life. From the beginning, there was Nez Long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there was Xaven, and then there was Xaven and Nez. So everything, we intentionally put ourselves out like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid, if we ever have to part ways, I have never thought of that because I am in a very good place with her. And I have never foreseen anything of that nature happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They say you need to plan for everything in life, but if maybe in the same way I have always envisioned and planned my life a certain type of way and worked towards it, it's the same way everything has unfolded in the way that I prayed for, in the way that I worked, that I wanted it to work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I never planned to fail. Hence, my failures in life are very minimal, and that I thank God for. You know what I mean? So even when I'm thinking about where we are going, I would love to see us grow bigger and better, which I have planned for, which we have planned for together. I would love us to do bigger and better things. I have never kept my head or wrapped my head around things that I feel like, hey, what if this happens?
Yeah,
once in a while to kick in, but sometimes what you feed your brain is what happens. Yeah, what happens. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm really a positive driven person, I must say.
Well explained. Xaven should be smiling, man. Anyway, as I let you go, obviously from Kangwe, input, Parangasheti, why now Twapalwa? Yeah?
Because all those were just blessings. Twapalwa summarizes everything that I've been through in like just a verse. I only have a verse on there, and then I feel like I brought on Dismo and YS onto the song because I felt like they would explain a side of their story that I feel attached to a certain type of way. I feel like, and expect good things of it, as I have always delivered. And I'm calling the album Long Story.
Long story.
Yeah.
Nez Long. Long story. That's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm telling my story. It's quite long, but I'll brief it I'll explain it briefly in the music that I'll put out.
Nice.
From both the fun side of me, the downside of me, like all the elements of me that probably even people haven't heard of, even with what people have heard of. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, basically that.
Nice. Earlier I heard you on the phone. You said it should be a 30-minute interview. I said no, it's 15. Tapitirira, I said, guys. Otherwise, Nez, it's always a vibe to have you here. I appreciate you, man.
Next time you want to have me here, just make sure it's not 15 minutes.
We'll do an hour. Otherwise, thank you for coming through, and congratulations on your new single. I feel like you are putting out young people on this song.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that you're doing, man.
Yes, you're only as big as the people that you raise, bro. And for me, one passion that I have is always to make sure I groom talent and make sure they get out there, let the world see and feel how great they are.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Look at Yenda Manjan.
Naenda. Thank you.
What's up, man? I was vibing with Nez, guys. He's got obviously a new song, Twapalo. It features YS and Dismo. Ero at the announced check down album Iboera, guys. Obviously, when he says it's coming out on this date, he will come back right here on the show. In an Apiamo. Oh, it's time your Piamo, guys. We're going on a break. When we come back, we have more hits, guys. This is the jam. Let's enjoy it in Power, pan.